What's good, my peeps? Welcome back to JP Sports TV. If you're new, press that subscribe button. Now, let's get things cracking. Chelsea have sacked Frank Lampard. And was I surprised that happened? Absolutely not. And there's many reasons to why. And even though I hate Chelsea, you get me? As you can see, I'm an Arsenal supporter. One thing I rate about them is their owner. Like, you have to rate the owner. Fans can never flip on the owner. Do you know why? He spends money. And if you don't get the job done, see you later. You get me? Frank Lampard is his personal friend. Like, he's a Chelsea legend, you know? Possibly top 3 greatest Chelsea players of all time. One of the greatest midfielders in Premier League history. Great goal-scoring midfielder, as we know. And done a lot for Chelsea Football Club. But despite all of that, Abramovich said, you know what? Last year, which was his first season at Chelsea, there was no budget for him. Frank had to work with the players he had. So Frank was already on a safety zone, like regardless of where Chelsea were going to finish. But and he done a good job. He got them in the Champions League, and that was something to be congratulated for. You know, he had a good first season. But this season, new season started. Abramovich said, okay, Frank, I'm going to give you peas. Buy whoever you need. Frank Lampard spent a lot of money. Chelsea started quite well. There was a few draws, and then after they were consistent, like started to get the wins. At one point, everyone was saying title challenges. You get me? Everything was looking rosy. But the past month, Chelsea have just declined to a different kind of level, and they've dropped to, I think, 9th. You get me? Abramovich said, you know what? Sorry, Frank, see you later. But at my fucking club, Arsenal, yeah, our owners will never be as ruthless as Abramovich. Do you know why? Because we don't spend the money that he spent, because he's passionate about his team. Our owners, these times, we got a manager who was 15th at one point, you get me, was losing every week. Right now, yeah, we're 10th, but our owners clearly are in a position where they're quite happy. Like, they're giving Arteta the time. Last season, I gave Arteta his praise because we won the FA Cup, but I was still disappointed with our league finish, you know. But there was many reasons. Obviously, he took on from Emery. So again, when he joined Arsenal, you know, he had time basically on his side. You get me? No one was really gonna switch on Arteta, regardless of where we finished. Like, but this season, to me, hasn't been good enough, and to me, he should have been sacked. Same thing. That's just the football business. I know a lot of fans will say, yeah, it's not just him. Players is deeper than just the manager. But the first act is getting rid of that manager. Yeah, that's the first act you have to do, and then work on the next problems. If it's the players, end of the season, get rid of some, get the ones that you need. So we need a strong manager, a manager with character, a manager that will demand the chairman and the owners to at least spend a little bit. And but back to Frank Lampard, my man he just weren't good enough this season. It weren't good enough this season. You know, all that Chelsea hero legend stuff didn't work, and Abramovich says see you later. And Chelsea, the why I rate Abramovich as well, there was no bias, because he's done that to anyone. He's done that to Mourinho, even brought him back, sacked him again. Like, it means when it comes to business, he doesn't play. You know, I saw Pep say today, old managers that talk about projects and stuff like that, it doesn't exist. If you don't win, you get sacked. Obviously, the project thing, I believe, does exist, but for teams that don't really invest too much, you know, we're talking about maybe the Leicesters or the Wolves. They're the kind of teams where the owner doesn't spend too much, but he gives the manager enough time to kind of rebuild, you know. But what Pep meant, he's talking about the top jobs, and those jobs, we're talking about the Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, the Man Cities, Chelsea's, Man United to a certain extent, you get me. But most of the top teams don't give time to managers. If you don't get the results, see you later. Like, but that's normally because those teams invest. When a manager needs players, they'll give it to him. But at the end of the day, when things ain't working, they don't have time to waste. They keep it moving, you know. And I don't know. I'm hearing, obviously, Thomas Tuchel's coming. I don't really see the qualities that he has, you know, because to most people's eyes, they really saw how he operated when he went to PSG. He took them to the Champions League final, just weren't good enough. And even with PSG, it was kind of hard to see really the identity. It was almost Mbappe, Neymar, like just do what you need to do, you know. And I don't really see what he would bring to Chelsea. But who knows? Certain managers just might work better with certain teams. And I feel like at Chelsea, there's less superstars. We've spent a lot of money, but there's not really big egos there. So I feel like Thomas Tuchel might do a decent job. Martin Ødegaard about to be announced that he signed for Arsenal Football Club. And it's a transfer which a lot of people are sort of divided. Like, they're not really sure. Some are not really expecting him to basically add that much quality to our team. You know, there's a lot of uncertainty. The reason why is because he's a Real Madrid player. He's been there since he was 16. So he's been there for over 4 years now and hasn't even been playing for them. Like, he went on loan and that's about it. He come back this season to Real Madrid. He's not getting the game time. So people are thinking this might be just like another, you know, another one of them loans like Denis Suarez. You know, that man that play for like top elite clubs but don't get game time for them, you know. So you don't really know what to really think about it, you know. But me personally, I've seen quite a few of his games, innit? When he was on loan at Real Sociedad. And yeah, he was very influential. When he was there, he was basically like the main man. He was creating, you get me? I think he scored 7 goals that season for a team that, you know, is all right. And his performance was good enough to a point where Real Madrid thought that he should be in the squad for this season. And the quality he possesses is he's a guy that can, not only can he play attacking midfield, he can also play on the wing. Quite fast. He's got a good technique. He's got a good vision, and he's got a little eye for goal. So I don't know if he'll work at Arsenal, you know, because we're not a team that will make him the main man. You know, when he comes to Arsenal, already there's Emil Smith-Rowe, who's guaranteed to be starting in his favourite position. And obviously Aubameyang and all them man there are kind of like the top man. So are they going to really allow this young guy to come to Arsenal and express himself and really carry the team? You know, the way that United allowed Bruno Fernandes, boom. Although Bruno Fernandes obviously built a big reputation for himself already. But Ødegaard it's one of them ones, it's 50-50. Because I know that Arsenal, we don't play the exciting football that we used to play. And watching how Ødegaard plays, because I also say that they played football. Like, don't get it twisted. These men were popping. There was a game last season against Barcelona, you get me? Because Barca's my second team. And he was influential. Like, on the pitch, people were like, is that Ødegaard or is that Messi? Like, you know. So he possesses a lot of ability, but that's for a team that allows him to basically be the man. If Arsenal don't allow him to be the man, I don't see this still working, you know. But if they allow him to express himself, and if they allow him to play, because we've seen players come on loan and not even get minutes, you know. And it's going to be hard. Where are they going to really play him? Like, there's Aubameyang on the left, Saka on the right, Lacazette up front. Emil Smith-Rowe's already playing attacking midfield. So all the positions he can play at are already taken by players who are certified starters, you know. But who knows, innit? It's Arteta's job. This is why he gets paid to manage Arsenal. So if this transfer doesn't work out, I won't be basically surprised, innit? Because the way we play nowadays is just atrocious, man. And if we allow him to thrive, I feel like he can do a lot. From what I've seen anyways. Because the way we've allowed Emil Smith-Rowe, but Emil Smith-Rowe, remember, he's an Arsenal player. He's been there for a long time. He's playing with players he's known for many years. You know, he's familiar with the Arsenal environment, so he feels free when he gets his opportunity. But my man coming from Real Madrid, are the players going to give him that same respect, you know? Is he going to come there with an ego thinking, I'm coming from Real Madrid? All these are answers that will be answered when he comes. You know, but I'm happy because we need to make signings. We definitely need more creativity, and he's therefore a creative player. And I hope he's given the opportunity, and I hope it works out.